Hey, Tom here from the Run Testers with another running shoe guide. In this video, we're going to be going through all of the best cushioned running shoes. So these are all the shoes that the Run Testers have tested that we think are good enough to be added to the best of list. So let's dive in and take a look.
Adistar is a hulking behemoth of a shoe, and yet it runs far lighter than its size and weight thanks to the well-engineered rocker in the midsole, which moves you through your foot strike in smooth fashion as you roll through your easy runs. The ride is firmer than many cushioned shoes, especially if landing on the Repetitor Plus foam at the back of the shoe. The rest of the midsole uses Adidas softer Repetitor foam, but it's still a firmer feeling than squishy options like the Nike Invincible and Asics Novablast 2, which will appeal to runners who don't get on with such soft shoes. The Adistar is also a stable shoe despite its high stack, helped by the way your foot sits in the foam at the back of the shoe like a bucket seat. It also certainly seems built to last many hundreds of miles, and it sports a huge amount of padding on its tongue and collar to provide extra comfort on the run. The size and weight will put off many runners, but if you run in the Adistar, we bet you'll be pleasantly surprised at how it feels.
There's a reason that the latest version of the Fresh Foam 1080 has seen widespread popularity for runners. Despite the thick chunk of Fresh Foam midsole foam, the 1080 V11 is a great versatile option that feels firmer underfoot than many maximal shoes out there. That means it can deliver the goods from long, slow training runs all the way up to faster paced efforts. It's never going to compete with shoes specifically built for speed, but it's a good option for those runners that want comfort over any distance, even if that's races.
While the Puma Magnify Nitro might lack some of the snappiness you get with the Velocity Nitro, the Max cushion shoe uses its nitrogen-infused nitro foam in the midsole to offer a responsive and cushioned feel. That's joined by an EVA-based Pro Foam light to boost that cushioning and offer a durability boost too. The combination results in a shoe we found nicely cushioned with a little enjoyable bounce thrown in for good measure too.
It may not be the most cushioned of the high cushion shoes on this list, but the Saucony Ride 14 still offers a nice protected ride. It's designed as a daily trainer that shoots for a balance between cushioning, comfort and agility. And it's a shoe for everything from easy miles to faster tempo runs. A master at those long Sunday marathon training runs where you throw in some up-pace intervals. You don't get that squish that comes with foamier daily shoes, and it's certainly a firmer ride than many, but it still offers good protection with decent responsiveness and a good natural feel and slightly more direct ground contact than the more pillowy high cushion shoes. In that sense, this is a more traditional shoe than some of those really high stack super foam shoes. It's also very stable over a really wide range of terrains, on everything from roads to rutted river paths and those kind of flat forest trails. And it comes with a pretty competitive price tag and good durability too.
The Nike Pegasus was once a great jack of all trades, but recent updates have moved it more into the cushion shoe category, with a generous stack of Nike's React cushioning in the midsole and a plumply padded upper on the 38. It's a durable, comfortable shoe that does a great job of eating up your daily training miles, and the outsole is excellent, offering reliable grip on the roads and light trails. While it's not exactly great at anything above easy to steady paces, the Pegasus 38 is still more versatile than many cushion shoes, and has another key advantage compared to a lot of the competition, which is its low price. At £105 it comes in cheaper than most shoes, and it's nearly always in sales for less. You can also seek out a deal on the Pegasus 37, which offers the same feel on the run bar a different upper, and it actually comes in a fair bit lighter than the 38.
The original Novablast was an impressive shoe when it was released, but the high stack of FF Turbo midsole foam did mean it felt unstable. It's an issue that Asics has largely fixed in the Novablast 2, adding a thicker base that delivers more control, although the ride has lost some of its bounce. The result is a cushioned shoe that feels enjoyably soft, but can still tackle faster training sessions.
The women's model of the Adidas Ultraboost has had a lot of tweaking for the 2022 edition. If you're familiar with the 21 version, the shoe still has that smooth cushioned ride that you'll be familiar with, but the fit is much better. Instead of just making a smaller version of the men's shoe, the Ultraboost 22 was designed by an all-female design team based on women's feet. The result is a much narrower heel and a better fitting around the arch of the foot. The performance has improved too, with Adidas promising 4% more forefoot energy return compared to the women's Ultraboost 21. It weighs in at 289 grams in a UK size 5.5 and feels a lot lighter to run in than it looks.
The Hoka Mach 4 is one of our favourite all-round shoes with its non-carbon ProFly midsole offering soft yet responsive cushioning that helps to make it such a versatile shoe to run in, whether it's easy runs or you need to crank up the speed. There's also an EVA outsole that helps keep things light, while the supportive upper helps make it a real standout cushion shoe to consider.
If you want cushioned shoes that also feel like they disappear on your foot, the Hoka Rincon 3 fit the bill. Like the Saucony Ride 14, they might not have masses of super squishy pillowy foam underfoot, but they're still relatively high stacked with Hoka's trademark EVA moulded soles, and they balance lightweight, agile foot feel with good stability and cushioning. Overall, you get more ground feel than some high cushioned alternatives, while Hoka's signature rocker, that kind of curved midsole design, works well to help you roll through each step on your run. And that makes for another versatile cushioned shoe that's happy when you're moving at slower paces, but can also hold their own when you kick things up a gear. They're also really competitively priced as well, though there are some question marks over the overall durability over, say, sort of 300-400 miles.
Another great cushioned option from Nike, the Infinity Run 2 stands out from the Invincible and Pegasus by offering a smoother, firmer ride, rather than the bouncy feel of the Invincible in particular. The Infinity Run 2 has a React foam midsole with a rocker design and stability features like a wide base and plastic heel clip, and the main change from the original is the upper, which has more padding and more of a lockdown fit, especially around the heel. While it's not a shoe built for speed, the Infinity Run is no slouch when you do find you want to up the pace, and it's a very durable option with both the React midsole and outsole built to last you many hundreds of miles without showing any signs of wear and tear.
The Brooks Adrenaline GTS is a shoe that feels as though it predates the dinosaurs. It's the old kid on the block and the staple of any running shoe shop stock. It has lasted so long because a lot of runners love it. If you like a bit more support when you run, this is the shoe for you. Brooks use their guide rail system to give more stability to your run, and their patented DNA loft cushioning, which goes all the way from heel through to forefoot. It's a nice smooth run. Over the years, the upper of the shoe has changed a lot, with the Adrenaline 21 being the most streamlined yet. It looks a lot sleeker than previous models and feels a lot more comfortable in the upper. It weighs in at 258 grams in the women's shoe, which is pretty good for a supportive cushioned shoe.
After running in the On Cloudflyer for a while, we were surprised to find that the healthy stack of midsole foam actually contains a sprinkling of stability. It's a subtle level of support that's almost unnoticeable when running, but helps to provide a smooth and comfortable ride over many miles of training. It's a great shoe for daily sessions, offering a reliable experience that isn't too soft.
The Invincible uses the same ZoomX foam you'll find in Nike's top racers, the Vaporfly and Alphafly, to create a joyously soft and bouncy shoe. To ensure the high stack of soft foam doesn't lead to instability on the run, the Invincible has a wide base and a plastic clip running around the heel, though it's fair to say this is not a shoe for those who do worry about stability, as it can still feel a little wobbly. If that's not a concern and you like a soft and springy ride, the Invincible is the best cushioned shoe you can go for, with only the Asics Novablast 2 coming close to providing a similar feeling on the run. You will have to stump up big money for the Invincible though, but it is now regularly featured in Nike sales.
The Brooks Glycerin is a decorated veteran of the running shoe world, one that shows no signs of retiring. The classic design has seen numerous updates over the years to ensure it's still a go-to for runners looking for cushioning and comfort. The midsole foam is enjoyably soft, but not to the point where it's sluggish, and the thick covering of outsole rubber means it'll last you for many miles of training. The upper also has an impressive level of stepping comfort with plenty of padding for a plush ride.
Stability features like a dual density medial post, heel counter and the structured upper have long made the 860 line from New Balance popular with runners looking for extra support. The latest edition of the shoe also delivers an enjoyable and reasonably versatile ride thanks to the fresh foam midsole. The 860 V12 has a firmer feel than many cushion shoes, but the stability elements are not intrusive on the run even if you have a neutral foot strike. The blown rubber outsole is so thick it seems like it will last forever, and it grips well even on greasy or icy pavements.
Like the Brooks Glycerin, the Triumph 19 is a legacy shoe that shows no signs of passing the torch to a younger model. The Power Run Plus midsole foam is one of the bounciest we've tested in the max cushion shoe, propelling you forward with every step despite the bulky outward appearance of the shoe. For those that like a soft feel underfoot, there are few shoes that can compete, and the upper comfort makes cruising over long distances a joy.
One of our favourite all-round shoes from the last year, the Velocity Nitro offers both an enjoyable ride and incredible value, regularly popping up in sales for around or even under £50. The midsole uses a mix of foams to create a comfortable, bouncy and durable ride that makes the Velocity Nitro a pretty versatile shoe that's capable of handling speedier sessions as well as your easy runs, something aided by its relatively low weight for a cushion shoe. The Puma Grip outsole provides reliable grip on the road in all weathers, and is good on light trails as well, and it adds to the durability of the Velocity Nitro. There's very little to fault about the shoe, and it'll be a great option at the typical prices you see of £120 to £140, so the fact it comes in so much cheaper than many other shoes makes it an almost irresistible bargain.
The Hoka Kawana is a maximal cushion shoe that features Hoka's new CMEVA midsole. It's a firmer ride than what you're likely to find in most shoes with a similar stack height, but for many runners it's a great alternative to soft cushion shoes, offering a good level of responsiveness and stability. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click that little bell icon, and check the channel out for all the other videos we've got from the latest road and trail shoes, as well as running headphones and watches out at the moment. Thanks a lot for watching. See you soon.